This week on Country Music Junkies, we have the female alternative country duo, the Lovelocks, on the phone. Allie and Zoe, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us. Thank you. Yeah, this is so great.
Awesome. Well, we are so pleased to have you, and we're so pleased to have you, especially after last night, which was your release party, and went till pretty late at night. So appreciate you chatting with us on your recovery day. Well done. It was a huge success, and it was packed in there. The Revival Bar was just packed. How did that feel to see those many fans coming out to support you guys?
Oh my gosh, it was unbelievable, Patrice. We ran out on stage as soon as we were announced, and just came out to this huge crowd of around 400 people cheering and stomping, and it was just so unbelievable. I was kind of on a cloud somewhere up in the sky for the first 20 minutes of the set, and all of the songs were coming out. I was singing all the right words, but I was just in a complete haze of joy and just excitement. It was awesome.
Well, that is excellent. Now, what was it like to see all of your hard work come together? Because I know you girls have been working on this project for a couple of years now. What was it like to see it all come together?
Yeah, Allie and I were joking that, we've never worked so hard for 19 minutes and 6 seconds in our lives. And, seeing the fruition of, a year and a half or 2 years of hard work was just a beautiful experience for Allie and I. And we definitely took a few moments last night and just soaked it all in. And it was wonderful to see our whole community and friends and fans and family join us to really celebrate a journey that so many of them have partnered with us on as well. So it was a beautiful night for us.
Now, your debut EP was just released on February 11th. It is only February 14th now, so it's only been out for a few days, and yet you were able to reach #2 on iTunes. What was that like?
That day was crazy. As a new band with very, very little, and by very little I mean maybe one station on Tuesday with songs, we didn't have any expectations, and Zoe and I we were texting throughout the day, and I noticed that at early in the morning it was around number 22 on the Canadian country charts in iTunes, and I texted Zoe and I just said, "Isn't this awesome? I'm so excited!" Because we just didn't know what to expect, and wouldn't it be great if we made it to the top 20? Yeah, that was kind of our goal. We were so pleased with that, and we're high-fiving each other in spirit from our different houses, and then throughout the day, it just picked up speed, and our fans got right behind it and started to spread the word, and so it was insane. There was so much momentum that day, and it was really, really exciting.
Well, congratulations on 2 successes. That is absolutely fabulous. So let's jump back in time a little bit and talk about how you two came together. I know I said you've been working on this for a couple of years. How did the Lovelocks itself come together?
It was actually quite an organic process for us. Allie and I have been dear friends for well over 10 years, and kind of grew up singing in church and started just songwriting for fun on Sunday afternoons together. And from that experience, it was something that gave us both such joy in life, and it just very organically grew into us doing a few gigs together, and then realizing that there might be something interesting for us to explore in terms of pursuing a band together, and it just rolled out from that. So it was a very organic and natural process, but one that I think we're seeing more and more vision for, which is wonderful.
Well, that's great. Now, for those who haven't necessarily heard you guys play live and they haven't been able to check out the EP yet, you guys describe yourselves as an alternative country band, but can we dive a little bit further into that? How would you describe the sound that people can expect to hear from the EP?
Sure. I'd say that we sound somewhere in between the Dixie Chicks, because both Zoe and I play instruments, and then somewhere mixed in there with Mumford & Sons, the Lumineers, Alison Krauss and Union Station. We pull a lot of influence from bluegrass.
Absolutely.
And then also, there is some pop country influences as well. And then we meet somewhere in the middle. So we are more alt country and rootsy, I guess, than a Carrie Underwood or a Taylor Swift, for example. But because we have fiddles and mandolins and banjos and acoustic guitars and upright bass and everything. We love that alternative sound.
Excellent. Now, you both have absolutely beautiful voices. I was able to check out your show last night, and it was amazing to hear you guys perform live, because whether I'm listening to you live or listening to you on your EP, you sound exactly the same, which is pretty rare these days. So,
that's awesome.
How do you guys decide, because you both have beautiful voices, you both are great at harmonies, how do you decide who's going to take the lead on a song and who's going to do the harmony, and how do you decide how that's going to work to put the song together?
That's a really great question, and first of all, thank you so much. I think that's a huge compliment to say that. We really appreciate that. So I think oftentimes we choose who sings the song based on maybe who started writing the song and that maybe has a little bit more of a connection to it. So oftentimes we pull from our own life experiences, like most artists do, to derive a song from. And, if it's my life experience, oftentimes I'm singing lead. If it's Ali's life experience, oftentimes she's singing more of the lead vocals. But we actually have been very conscious throughout all of our songs, to really represent ourselves as a duo, so there is equal singing within each. But usually the person who leads off the song is the person whose life the song derived from.
Awesome. Well, that's a great way to do it, for sure. So your EP is out. Fans are listening to it. They can check it out on iTunes. They can go to your website, thelovelocksband.com, and find all of the links to your Twitter, Facebook, all that sort of stuff. What are your future plans now that the EP has been released?
Well, we're actually going to be on Canada AM this coming Thursday. We have not yet announced that, so this is an announcement.
Excellent.
So on Thursday morning next week. And, we have a big meeting on Monday to lay out our plans for the next few months, because, our label has been so wonderful and so supportive, and we're basically strategizing what our next few months are going to be based on everything that happened this past week. So lots to come from us, but we can't say much yet.
Okay, understandable. I definitely get that. Okay, well, fans, in the meantime, you can definitely check out the lovelocksband.com for more information on Ali and Zoe, and you can check out their EP on iTunes, or also on their website. You can check out some clips from each of the songs there. Ali, Zoe, thank you so much for chatting with us today.
Thank you. We so appreciate the time. Yeah, thanks, Patrice.